What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, Smith Blacksmith89, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be giving you an update on my Blu-ray collection. I know, it's been a while since I've done it, and, due to what's going on, I haven't been able to buy any new movies or whatever, so I'm just going to show you all the new movies that I've picked up before the pandemic started. And when it's over, trust me when I tell you, I will be racking up on a lot of new movies. So, without further ado, let me show you guys my collection of what I have so far. And I see I got some new subscribers. Hello, thank you for subscribing. You're a part of the family now. So let's jump right into it. Up first is Logan on Steelbook. The beautiful Scarlett Johansson and Ghost in the Shell on Steelbook. The great one, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Hercules on Steelbook. One of my all-time favorite Godzilla movies is King Kong vs. Godzilla on Steelbook. I understand the Show Era collection is out right now. This is the only movie I have part of the Show Era on Blu-ray. The rest I have on DVD, but I will be getting that Criterion set because y'all already know I'm a huge Godzilla fan. Up next is the Mummy Ultimate Collection on Steelbook. I do not have the 2018 film on here. Then I have Die Hard, the complete collection on Steelbook. One thing I don't like about Steelbooks is when you put them together, they just slide. So I'm just going to put them on the floor as I go along. Up next is The Day After Tomorrow on Steelbook. I do have this on DVD. Up next is Tremors 6 movie collection. Me and my mom used to watch this a lot. This is part of my childhood. Terminator Genesis on Steelbook. I will be getting all of the Terminator movies. Up next is Misery Collector's Edition. One of Stephen King's great films. Up next, this is Thor Ragnarok. I love all the Marvel MCU movies. They're all entertaining to me. Up next is 28 Weeks Later. The Fox and the Hound and the Fox and the Hound 2. Office Christmas Party Unrated. Stephen King's Pet Sematary, the original Pet Sematary, which I really love watching. Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke 40th anniversary. I made my own case. I put it in a PlayStation 3 case because it didn't come with a case when I found this movie. Grease 40th anniversary digibook. This is the only digibook I own for right now. Taken 3 movie collection. Christine, another Stephen King classic on Steelbook. Boys in the Hood on Steelbook. I have to get another Steelbook. Rolled over it with my wheelchair by accident, so now I have to get another one. The Big Lebowski on Steelbook. I heard a lot of great things. Still haven't seen this movie yet. There are a lot of movies I have and I still haven't watched yet. Fight Club on Steelbook. I really enjoyed this movie on TV, and then I said, you know what, I had to get it. My all-time favorite horror movie of all time. This is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, at the end when he started dancing with the chainsaw because he couldn't get the girl. This one right here. Not the reboot, but the original. Up next is Edward Scissorhands 25th anniversary on Steelbook. Up next, I have another Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the great one, classic movie, and it's Rampage. If you haven't seen Rampage, you really need to watch it. It's really good. Up next is one of my all-time favorite action stars, Matt Damon, and this is The Bourne Identity. I love all the Bourne movies. I only have this one. but I will collect the rest. Up next, when it comes to horror, I'm going to put it this way. When it comes to horror movies, I'm a horror junkie. I love horror movies. I watch horror movies faithfully. And growing up, a lot of horror movies I got to watch. You know, some scarred me for life, but, you know, I still grown to love them. Here is Friday the 13th, 8-movie collection. This is probably out of print right now. You can't find this nowhere. I'm glad I picked it up when I did. And this franchise, I've been loving this franchise since the first movie. And now I have all of them leading up to the ones that's going to get released sometime next year. So I'm looking forward to that. And that is Annabelle Comes Home, part of the Conjuring universe. Like I said, I've been enjoying all the Conjuring universe movies. So yeah, I'm glad I have all of them in my collection now. Up next is The Haunting. This movie, it was really good. I enjoyed it, you know. My first time watching it, I didn't know what to expect, but I was like, okay, but it still was watchable. Up next is another Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, great one, classic, and that is San Andreas. Up next, I haven't seen this movie yet, but I love anything that Will Smith does. You know, whatever movies Will Smith is in, I'm gonna watch because I love Will Smith. And that is Gemini Man. I haven't seen this movie yet. I seen the trailer and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray so I can watch it. And now I have it. Let's see. Dylan Dog, Dead of Night. Haven't seen this movie yet. One of my all-time favorite animated films of all time, Shrek the Third. I love the entire Shrek collection. I only have this movie, but I will get the rest. Up next is another one of mine that I like, and that is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Okay, up next, this is Let Me In. I enjoyed this movie. This is the remake to Let the Right One In. I believe a lot of people don't like the remake, but I do. So I have to get the original because I am a completionist. Like, whatever, if I see a movie and I only have the first one, I have to get the second one to complete it. Now, if they have like 3, 4, 5, 6 movies, then I have to get all 6 so that way I can feel complete. Up next, this is what started the Facebook genre of horror, the internet genre of horror movies, like Facebook. I think I only seen this movie one time in my life, but now I get to rewatch it again. Here it is. This is Friend Request, and let me funny story, right? I put this movie down. When I seen it, I was like, oh snap, let me get it. And then I was gonna get a slipcover or no slipcover, but then I was like, you know what? I have to get the one with the slipcover. So now I have it. And I got this from the FYE store. This is Friend Request. What else? Here's one of my all-time favorite movies that I could watch on Halloween. You know, this is a very fun Halloween flick that you just have to have popcorn with. And, you know, just enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it, man. Like, this movie right here. Like, I love watching movies a lot, and I was like, you know what, I want to see what this movie is, and now I enjoy it. So I have to get the 4K version of this movie. So here it is. This is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is a really fun thing, and from my understanding, we are getting a part 2, so I can't wait. Up next, another good classic movie in my eyes. Anything Denzel Washington plays, you gotta watch. This is The Equalizer and The Equalizer 2. Another great films to watch is The Purge, 3-movie collection. This is The Purge, Anarchy, and Election Year. Hold on, let me see, which one was this? In Anarchy, I was happy when that black chick who killed her parents and wanted to tear up the store over a candy bar, I was happy when she got ran over. that was fucking hilarious. I mean, I love how they did the whole lights on the car, and then they playing Miley Cyrus. I was like, oh man, some fuck shit gonna happen. But I really enjoyed that. And you know what? I might just enjoy these films later on when I'm done filming this, making this video. Up next is an animated classic, Beauty and the Beast, the 25th anniversary, this part of the Signature Collection. This movie is near and dear to my heart, and I love it. I only seen parts of the live action. I was like, wow. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to collect all of the animated Disney movies. Then I'm going to collect every single live action counterpart of their movies. Because, speaking of Disney, breaking news, Hercules, the animated movie Hercules is getting a live action release. It's going to be Disney's next big budget film to get live action. I haven't seen the Lion King live action yet, and by the looks of the bits and pieces I've seen, I don't know. But due to the fact that, like I said, I'm a guy who likes to collect, so I'm going to collect them regardless. But I have to watch all the animated movies, then the live action. Disney, I know y'all probably going to be like, really? Really, Smith? Why? When are we getting that live action A Goofy movie? Yes, I said it. Yes, the live action A Goofy movie needs to happen, and I hope it does. Moving on. This is Truth or Dare director's cut. Yeah, unrated director's cut. I'm assuming we're going to get a second part to this, the way it ended, but this was really a good one. Up next is one of my all-time favorite comedies, and this is the 40-year-old version, unrated. You have to have this movie in your collection. I don't care who you are, you have to have it. And surprisingly, the next movie I'm about to show y'all, we are officially getting a part 2, and that is Orphan. That's right, Orphan is finally getting the sequel we so desperately need and want. Up next is a movie that I really underestimated. It's part of the Jordan Peele collection that I have. The first one is Us. If you haven't seen this movie, you need to watch it. It's really entertaining. It's really a good one. Up next, I'm sorry, I'm over here drooling and stuff. Up next is another comedy that I love, and it has Samuel Jackson in it, and that is Shaft. That's right. If you haven't seen this movie, Shaft, I don't know what you're doing. You need to go watch it. Up next is a cult classic of mine that I watch religiously, and that is 2012. If you love disaster movies, I'm telling you, this is the disaster movie for you. Up next, part of the Conjuring series. A lot of people didn't like it, but I did. I really enjoyed it, and that is The Nun. Up next, this is Scarface, standard Blu-ray edition. Another great classic movie that I like, that I'm glad that I have, and that is the Simpsons movie. Let's see, another great comedy. That's My Boy, starring Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg. Here we go again. I'm glad A Quiet Place 2 is out. Hopefully I can pick that up on Blu-ray. And here it is, A Quiet Place. I will be getting the second one once it's released. Up next is Future World. I still haven't seen this movie since I bought it. This was on the whim buy because I was like, it's $9.99, why not? But I think today I'm going to sit down and actually watch it. Here's another movie that I own that I still haven't watched. It's 2020, and I still haven't seen it yet, but here it is, Wonder Woman. I know Wonder Woman 84 is out. Let's see what else. Up next, this is The Quake, another disaster movie. This movie is in French, and I read the subtitles, and I really enjoyed this movie. That's part of my disaster movie collection. And here's another horror movie franchise that I'm glad I own on Blu-ray while they were selling it, because I'm assuming this is another one that's out of print right now, and I'm glad I got my hands on it when I did. And that is the entire Halloween franchise right here in my collection, which has John Carpenter's Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween H2O, Halloween Resurrection, Halloween 2007, Unrated Director's Cut, and Halloween 2 2009 Unrated Director's Cut. This also comes with a whole bunch of bonus features that I like. See, I like when they do sets like these because it comes with all the movies, bonus features, you know. I'm a bonus features guy. I like to sit down and watch a couple of bonus features here and there. And they have the same thing with the Friday the 13th set. Come to find out that Friday the 13th was a complete spinoff. It's the spinoff of Halloween. Wow. But I'm glad they did it because it's still enjoyable, and I love both franchises. Up next is Jumanji and Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. I need to get next level. I have Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't care what people say. The next movie is Movie of the Year. It should be Movie of the Year category, and that is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Up next is another hilarious movie that I own, and that is A Haunted House. I have part 2, but I have it in DVD format. I couldn't find the Blu-ray at the time. Some Kind of Hate. Still haven't seen this one either. And I don't know if... I didn't even know that this movie was part of the Conjuring franchise until I looked it up. But here it is. The Curse of La Llorona. Up next is Daredevil Director's Cut. Say what you want. I really enjoyed this Daredevil. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. Another great horror movie classic that I love and I'm glad that I have is The Lazarus Effect. When are we going to get a part 2? We need a part 2. Let's see. The Incredibles. I saw Incredibles 2 finally, and it was phenomenal. It was basically reverse psychology. Like, the first one was all about him, and now the second one is all about the mom doing what the dad did in the first one. Pet Sematary Remake. Oh, man, if you haven't seen this movie, I don't know what you're doing. You need to get this. Hey, Stephen King, if you watch this video, can we please get a Cujo remake, please? Please? I understand we're getting a Misery remake in a modern take era, but can we get a Cujo as well? Why not? You could become the Disney of horror. Up next, like I said before, I have all the movies, and I enjoyed these two as well, and that is The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2. Oh, man, and here's one of the great comedy movies, is the Hangover Trilogy. I have the first Purge, A Nation Reborn, so yes, I do have all of the Purge movies. This movie is another great movie. Angel Has Fallen, you really need to watch it. I didn't even know this was a sequel to an original one, so I have to get the first one and the third one, because I believe there's 3 movies of this. Up next, this is The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. 28 days later. Insidious, The Last Key, a.k.a. The Trash Key. I didn't really like that. I mean, I understand it's like an origin story of how she got her powers and what really happened in her life, but... no. It didn't do it for me, but I hope the 5th one does it. Up next is Oculus. Same thing with the story I told you about, the friend request. The only slipcover that I found out of the entire store, so I had to get it. Halloween 2018. This is the sequel to the 1978 film. I believe this is like years later of how crazy she became obsessed with Michael Myers after. You know, I'm gonna have to rewatch every single Halloween film and this one. The next one, Halloween Kill, is supposed to be the most brutal one yet, but I'll be the judge of that. Up next is Justice League. Behind the Walls. I haven't seen that one yet. Here's one, a shark movie that I love. This is The Meg. Winchester, love this movie. Here's a classic for me, which I hope we get a remake of, and that is Maximum Overdrive. Up next, Annabelle Creation. Spider-Man Homecoming. Child's Play. I really enjoyed this. It's a cartoon. I mean, it's not a cartoon. What I meant to say was it's a popcorn flick movie. It does have a lot of jump scares. It does have a lot of, oh shit, thank God it wasn't me moments. Up next is Captain America Civil War. Batman The Dark Knight, the best Batman of all time. But I have to collect the rest of them. The Gallows Act 2, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was going to be trash, but no. This movie was really like, the ending had you like, had me like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that at all. Next, Aladdin and the King of Thieves and the Return of Jafar. I need to get the first Aladdin, and I need to get the live action. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I need to collect all of the Marvel movies. Yes, I know I got Disney Plus, but sometimes I'm not going to be able to pay for Disney Plus every month like that. So, yes, I'm going to have to add it to the collection. Rambo 4 movie collection. I need to get the new Rambo that came out. President's Day, this is a guilty pleasure. That movie, President's Day, is basically like high school kids were bored and they just was like, you know what? Let's just make a horror movie, but we got to make sure we add the sex. Up next is Resident Evil Apocalypse Steelbook. This is the only one out of the Resident Evil Steelbook collection to find. I almost put it down, but I was like, Kevin, if I do that, I'll never see it again. And plus, these steelbooks of the Resident Evil franchise, it's really hard to come by, and everybody is trying to sell them for like $2,000 or some bullshit like that. Calm down. It's steelbook. Just chill out. Up next, part of the steelbook collection is Dracula. I've seen this. I really enjoyed it. I have to collect the rest of these. Up next on Steelbook is The Witch. I still haven't seen this movie. Another Jordan Peele classic is Get Out on Steelbook. Up next, John Wick Chapter 3 on Steelbook, finally. I need to get the rest. I have the first two. I have all three. I just don't have them in Steelbook form. Up next, I have The Hitman's Bodyguard in 4K Ultra HD. Scarface Gold Edition 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus digital code. Here's a movie that I really enjoyed and I'm glad I got it. This is Baby Driver 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus digital. I still haven't seen this movie yet. I might watch it today, and that is Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw in 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital copy. Up next is another classic. This is the only Americanized Godzilla movie that I ever known watching, and that is Godzilla 1998, starring Matthew Broderick and John Reno in 4K Ultra HD plus the Blu-ray and digital copy. And like I said, speaking of John Wick, here we go. This is a special edition of John Wick 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, John Wick Chapters 1 and 2. And what I mean by special edition, it also comes with these two medals of honor that he has. So here we go. Here's a fun fact. This was the very first This was the very first 4K movie that I ever picked up and said, you know what? I gotta keep it going. Up next is one of my all-time favorite Will Smith movies. See, I told you, I have a lot of Will Smith movies in my collection. This movie right here deserves a part 2, and that is Hancock. Hancock in 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus digital copy. Up next, I know Deadpool would be very proud. Here it is. This is Deadpool 1 and 2 in 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital copy. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds will be very proud of me because I got his movies in 4K Ultra HD. I need to get that other movie that he's in where everything is like a video game. That's like another video game movie. Anything that's video game related, I have to get. So, with that being said, I do have to get Wreck-It Ralph and add it to my collection. And ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last pile of my Blu-ray collection for 2020. Vacation. This is another funny classic. Tag. If you haven't seen this movie, Tag, I don't know what you're doing. You really need to add this movie to your collection and actually sit down and enjoy the movie. What do I have to say about this movie? It was good, but I give it 1.5 star. Zootopia. I get this movie 5 stars because it was really good. I want to get Sing. I still haven't seen Sing yet. The Violent Kind. This movie will leave your brain. What the fuck? The Visit. I love it. I don't care. Say what you want about the rapping in the movie. It was like it was uncalled for, but hey, they did it. I enjoyed it. Scream Queen double feature, John Carpenter's The Fog and The Howling. Another Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson classic is Skyscraper. Up next, this is Doctor Strange. And part of the Facebook franchise, this is Unfriended. I need to get Dark Web. Up next is The Warriors Ultimate Director's Cut. I understand we having a new Warriors movie made. I can't wait till this movie gets a live action. And that is The Emperor's New Groove or Krunk's New Groove. I do have the first movie on VHS. Another movie that I would never think that I would enjoy, but I really did enjoy it, and I think I want to watch it today. And that is Ready or Not. Up next is one of my all-time favorite video game movies of all time, and that is Ready Player One. I want to get the 4K so I can enjoy the visuals of the movie. Up next, this is It Chapter 1 Remake. I still need to add Part 2 to my collection. Here is Venom. Oh, man. Tom Hardy and Venom. Wow. I liked him in The Walking Dead, too. The Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, is finally happening. The logo and everything was up, so I will be adding Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, and Carnage will be in the second one, apparently. So I will be adding that to the collection. And the last movie that I have here is Hellfest. Oh, man, Hellfest. This is another great Halloween movie to watch. I'll watch this any given day, but when October starts, just watch it, man. I'm telling you, it's very, this is Halloween at its finest. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it, man. I just want to say thank you for watching this very long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as I did making this video for you. When I tell you the year 2021, we're going to come back, we're going to recuperate, we're going to recover, everything is going to reopen again, everything is going to be fine. They are starting the plans of reopening now, but when you are fully safe and we are fully ready to come outside and really just go back to being normal, which it will never be normal after this, but you know what I mean, I'm going to buy so many movies. I'm going to buy a lot of movies. A lot of movies. I just haven't bought any. Oh, and just for the record, I just want to put out there, because, we're family, that finally in the process of moving. I signed all the paperwork. Me and my lady signed all the paperwork. We're just waiting to sign the lease. We're just now waiting to find out how much the deposit is and everything like that. So, yeah, finally getting our own. We're finally moving out. Everything is happening good. So, yeah, once I get everything set up, I'm going to take you on the journey on the process of us moving and everything. So stay tuned for that. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. But thank you to all the new subscribers that I've gotten. Right now, my goal is to reach 400 subscribers. I would like to reach 400 subscribers by the end of this. So I'm going to keep grinding, keep making videos for y'all. I'm going to keep posting, doing what I need to do. So, and I'm going to have better equipment the next time around once everything is settled in and whatnot. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. So until next time, I just want to say thank you. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. I hope you guys are with your families. I hope you guys have a cool level head, calm, cool, and collected. That's how you get past this. And always remember, just take the facts and the truth. You want truth and facts. You don't want lies or disinformation. Because a lot of people are lying out there about this whole thing or what's going on, who said what. And, you know, I just want y'all to stay calm, stay cool, stay smart, and be safe, all right? I love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video. We all in this together. We all family. This is what we do. So I will see you guys later, and peace out.